So when I leave work, now this is not the same location that I was at when I was in the mental hospital here, but this is one of their locations. They actually tore down the location I was in. And thank God, because listen, I don't want to bring that trauma back. I remember the first day I came here, I told the nurse, I was like, hey nurse, today is my dad's birthday. I have not slept in days. I have incredible anxiety. I have incredible depression. I'm taking time off work. And a big part of that is because I am in the closet and my parents don't know that I'm gay. And so today, on my father's birthday, I'm gonna come out to him and to my mother. To me, she said, are you sure that's a good idea? I was like, listen, lady, I have held this my entire life. You know, it's been 22 years. I'm not waiting any longer. And so I remember she was trying to talk me out of it. Prescribed me all these drugs. She prescribed me lithium and Seroquel and all of these like really heavy drugs for people that have severe mental disorders. And you know, I wasn't feeling good. I'm like, well, maybe I need this stuff. I took it and I called my therapist that my boss had introduced me to. Her name was Bonnie, wonderful woman. And Bonnie had been talking to me and she'd give me words of encouragement. And she's like, Akeem, you can do this. And so on my dad's birthday, I went over to the house, absolutely terrified. And I remember when we're sitting down for dinner, trying to work up the courage, and James Corden had come on TV, and my dad always liked James Corden. He liked carpool karaoke, you know, he thought he was funny, and so my dad's like, you know, I like James Corden. I just don't understand why he acts so gay. He's married. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I can't do this. I text Bonnie, you know, I'm like, I can't do it, Bonnie. She's like, you can do it. I'm like, no, I can't. And so after dinner, we're sitting down, and I tell my parents, I'm like, you guys remember when I called you from Howard and told you that I'm coming home? This is gonna be one of those conversations. My mom gets all quiet, she's starting to tear up. And I came out to my parents. It was one of the hardest things I ever did. You know, I can't tell you if that or, you know, coming home from school, which call was harder, but they were both really hard. My mom was crying, and you know, I went to an all-boys Catholic school. She was like, oh, we shouldn't have sent you to that school. I knew it. My dad was like, woman, he ain't turned gay at that school. It was a hard conversation. Don't get me wrong. It was a very hard conversation. And we went through a long period of time trying to overcome that. But, you know, I'm happy to say that today I have a wonderful relationship with my parents. And it only came from us coming closer together, me being able to be more honest with them. Getting that off my shoulders, you know, starting with my parents was such a huge weight. And I hadn't even realized, you know, how much it affected me living a lie. The mental energy and the creative energy that it took for me to pretend to be someone that I wasn't, always watching, making sure that people didn't know how I felt and who I was, like that was a whole lot. And it was just so liberating.